so you guys know, I haven't been slacking. I'm out here at a construction site and these pipes got sunburned, so they're no good for their intended purpose. They're sewer pipes, but they're still good for culverts for the runway at the ranch. So I've been picking them up for free $95, and it's a good deal because even 12-inch culvert like this, which there's a scrap piece here I'm picking up, is for a 20-foot section, that's like $300-400. Each one of these is saving $400, and I'm winching them up on the trailer with this cheap little Harbor Freight winch. And my uncle's been helping me. Let me see where he is. There he is. And he's got a trailer. So yeah, we're picking up as many of these as we can while they're available, because the rest of them are going to the dump. They're just too sunburned. But man, I feel like, how deep do you think that sunburn goes? They're an inch thick. So hopefully we'll get that runway fixed soon. Fly that Mooney in. The F-350's in the shop with DEF in its tank. Let me show you what happened here. I've been closing this DEF by just putting it on here like this and then clicking it, okay? Well, I opened it yesterday to add DEF. I discovered this, and at the same time, I discovered dirt in my DEF tank, or at least my filler. See all that dirt? What's been happening is this lanyard they put on from the factory, they didn't slide it far enough. It's supposed to slide further down the neck. And I've been able to push it down further and then it seals. But what's been happening here is it's actually been holding this open enough so that it's been kind of just like that. It's been tightening against this ring and then clicking, instead of sealing in here against this filter and this ring, this rubber O-ring. So I've got dirt in my DEF tank, so that's great. I've got to take it over to the dealer. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push this ring down, which should have been done at the factory, but they didn't. If you get it far enough down, which there it is, now when you seal it, you actually feel the rubber engage and then a click. So now that's actually sealed. Okay. So we brought out the E450 with the double blown head gaskets. Still limping along on that Blue Devil head gasket sealer. Here's my Uncle Doug. So he's been helping me. And I just backed up until I hit these pipes. And what we're gonna do is just lasso them one at a time and drag them on with our Harbor Freight winch and our Walmart battery. We are nothing but the best around here. And out trash picking on a beautiful day. so
what else are you gonna do for your day, huh?
yeah, you're just gonna waste your time not picking trash? Okay, Doug's gonna run this out.
Cable runner. There's official title for that.
Oh no. We're doing everything by OSHA standards out here. This is super OSHA stuff. Super good. Turn this on. Doug's running a choker on this pipe. If you're not out picking trash, what pipe are you choking? You know, just out wasting time. Oh, look, that's smart. You clipped it to this belt. All right.
Almost like.
Keep tension on there. Okay.
Take a little more.
Okay. These pipes weigh 500 pounds each. Okay, so we're all standing near the snapback area, which is smart, which is what you want to do. Do you guys like my super official winch mount here? All right, here we go. Hang on, our cable's trying to get weird here. I'm gonna guide the cable. It's a $79 winch from Harbor Freight. Works great. Oh man, my cable got wound up weird. Hang on. What I have to keep an eye on is that this cable don't jump the barrel. Oh, it's jumping the barrel. Every time I go to film. All right, you guys get it.
Now, let me tell you how I almost went to jail over these pipes.
So we got out to the pipe yard at about 10 a.m. or the construction site, and it was sprinkling just a little bit, and we watched the construction crews hightail it out of there. I mean, like, fast. I think they were worried that if it would stop sprinkling, that they would have to continue working. So anyways, they hightailed it out of there, and we worked from about 10 a.m. until about 8 p.m., which was silly. But we had problems like that winch. It was a $79 winch for pulling the pipes up, and it kept jumping the spool and getting wedged, and it would take a while to get it undone. And we had binding issues. We'd have a pipe fall off the side of the trailer and smash the trailer tail light. And then we'd have to abandon that pipe because it was easier just to pull another one off the stack. Anyways, we're out there till about 8 p.m. We're exhausted. We decided to go over to the Circle K down the road to grab a thirst buster. I hadn't eaten or drinking anything at all that day. I go to get out of my van, and a cop, or sheriff's truck, with his lights on, swerves in front of me and stops. He hops out and he goes, "Were you just over at the construction site?" And I go, "Yes." He goes, "We have a report that you were over there stealing these pipes." And I said, "No." I said, these are sunburned pipes. They're not certifiable, and we were told to come get them." And he goes, "That's not what the foreman says." And so he makes a phone call, and the foreman shows up. Well, my uncle comes out of his truck. He's parked right behind me, and he walks up. And so we're both detained. And the foreman comes up, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't know these guys." So he calls his boss, Levi, who's the CEO of his construction company. And he goes, "Hey, do you know these guys? They were coming to get some pipes." And he goes, "No, call the cops." So he goes, "Well, the cops are here." And he goes, "Well, have them arrested." And I'm like, "No, listen." So I said, my uncle's son-in-law, Chris, said to come get these pipes. And so the foreman goes, "Well, I don't know it, Chris." And I told him his last name. And so the cop or the sheriff, he's a sheriff, is looking at us like he's going to have to arrest us. And then our trucks with the trailers full of pipes, I don't know what's going to happen. And this is a felony amount, right? Because these pipes new are a couple grand each. Now you have to remember, it's 8 o'clock at night on Friday. So we're pretty stressed out. I call Chris. He doesn't answer the phone. Doug calls Chris. He doesn't answer the phone. So I text Chris. I go, "Hey, call me. The cops are after Doug and me." And so he calls me pretty quick. And I go, "Hey, Chris, you're positive we had permission on this?" He goes, Yep, we had permission." He goes, "We had it from Robert." And he's told us Robert's last name. And so I said to the foreman, I go, "Do you know Robert's last name?" And he goes, "Yes." And so he goes, "Hang on a second." And he calls his boss again, Levi. So Levi calls Robert, and Robert says, "I don't know what you're talking about." So he calls back. Now you have to remember, this is a miracle, because we know Chris, who knows Robert, who knows Levi, who knows the foreman. So we have a chain of 4 people who all have to answer the phone. A missed phone call means we're going to jail, because the foreman was defaulting to lock them up. And I asked the foreman, I said, "These are garbage, right?" And he goes, "Yep, they're garbage." He goes, "But you can't just come and steal them." And I'm like, "Okay." So anyways, I showed the sheriff that I had, Chris gave me Robert's number at that point. I showed the sheriff that I had Robert's number. He compares it to the number that the foreman has, and he goes, "Oh, so they do have some contact with this organization." So sheriff calls Robert. Robert goes, and sheriff says, "You know Chris?" And Robert goes, "Oh yeah, I do. I remember that now." And he goes, "I told him that those were junk, and that if anybody needed them, they could just come and get them." Finally, we're let loose, and the foreman's like, "Oh, okay." The sheriff was concerned that we were looting the place because I had my box truck, since the F-350's in the shop. So I opened this up because I don't care, And trust me, you can say, "Oh, I would have told him to get a warrant," but you've got 12 pipes here. So he's already got probable cause to arrest me, and I've got a foreman saying lock him up. Okay, so at this point, I'm looking to avoid a night in jail. So, and he would have got a warrant pretty easily, I'm sure, after they impounded my stuff. Okay, so I go ahead and I pop open the back so he could take a look. Pop it open, and he sees this, and I go, don't worry. I said, trust me. I said, no construction dude is using Ryobi. And so he looks at the foreman, and the foreman nods. He's like, yeah, we don't use that. So the Ryobi saved the day, guys. That's the moral of the whole story, is buy Ryobi tools or you'll go to jail. Okay, today we're gonna be taking the E450 and moving a bunch of stuff up to the ranch. Now, if you remember and you go back and look at our old videos, both head gaskets are blown on this sucker. You can just see the run down the side of the, you can see the coolant running down the side of the block on both sides. It's a V10. She's completely hosed. Let's take her on a 4-hour road trip. Now, it may take longer than 4 hours. Let me show you why. We've got to haul these to the ranch because I want to use them. Hang on a second. Okay. So we've got to haul these to the ranch because I want to use them as culverts. And 12-inch culvert this long is $300-400 bucks. So this is a great deal. Look at the thickness of these pipes. Show this. Over an inch thick. I mean, these are 3 inches thick, babe. And here's the complication. Check this out. I want to unhook the trailer, but look at the overhang we've got going on here. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this overhang. I'm worried that the trailer is actually tail heavy. So let's take a look. So what I'm worried about is when I unlatch this, the trailer's gonna go flipping back. So I've got the jack down. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so let's see if it, okay, it looks like it's lifting it. So I think, okay, I'm gonna try unhooking it. Stand back. Let me release this jack just a little bit. All right, let's try releasing it and see if it flips back. I don't think so. I think we're okay. So the trailer is pretty wobbly from the construction site to here, which was like an hour-long drive. Above about 57, the trailer started swerving pretty bad. So she's definitely tail heavy. I'm gonna try to find a way to throw some weight up front here, or I'm gonna have to go 50 all the way to the ranch. No, it's perfectly balanced. Look at that. I can pick up the front. So, I mean, it's got some weight in the front, just not very much. All right, cool. Let's pull the truck forward. She's got 125,000 miles on her. You can go back and check to see how many miles she had on her when she blew both her head gaskets.
Good.
This is my old vending truck, and I
This is
haven't.
the old vending pipe,
No, it's not
is the
vending
old-
pipe.
vending soda cans, and
We
the
still-
old vending
Show the price labels and stuff.
dustpan, some price labels, vending diesel, vending saw, vending head,
Get out of here.
vending
All right,
dog,
so now take a.
vending truck.
Okay, do the before,
Okay.
or however they do it. Wait,
Okay.
0 continuity errors. Okay, so let's hit it with the power washer. Check this out here. We'll keep everything super up to date here. December 6, 2018 was his last oil change. Sounds good. So let's, but it's a Ryobi, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay,
You're gonna just cart it around in circles.
yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna put it over here so it doesn't get
Go
blasted
over here
the
a
whole
little
time.
bit.
But the cords come out its butt. Hang on.
Red and pearl.
On, choke. Okay, let's take off our power tip and put our soap tip on here. Wash all the grime out of here so our furniture doesn't get messed up. Truck is clean.
Oh.
What are you guys all doing? You getting attacked by this white cat?
Yes. Walter. I was gonna do a jumping jack, but.
Okay. Most I've worked out with this cage is carrying it.
How many reps is that?
I'm only gonna do it once. Okay guys, this is my hobby room. I used to fly a lot of RC. I'm hoping to do a lot more once I'm out at the ranch because I could just do it there without having to drive 30 minutes. But take a look at the airplanes here. What happened was they just kept getting bigger until eventually one became a Mooney. But you fly the Mooney from inside the airplane. So we got to move all this stuff. I mean, we've got race drones. It's all covered in a layer of dust. Check it out, the dust, because I haven't done it in so long. I've just been so busy. Let's start packing up this room. Okay, let's do our thing. Hi, want to fly RC with me? And then we'll flash to. Okay, we're out here in front of the Advanced Auto. We picked up some tranny fluid. Now I mean actual fluid here. I know it's. Did she catch the mirror? Yeah. So our reservoir has still got Blue Devil in it. I poured some in there just in case something happens along the way. How many miles is it? Do you know? It's like 200 miles. It's 3.5 hours normally, but we're gonna be going 50 because the trailer's a little tail heavy. So it's probably gonna take us like 4.5 hours. I was able to go in the store and buy this. I didn't have to get it manually. So this is calling for Mercon SP. Apparently LV is superseding it. Do you guys, how long is your dipstick? You know? Your ladies back home, does your dude have a dipstick this long? Bet you not.
Bet you they don't care.
Nah, I hope my witch doesn't get all crazy about this. I know it looks like blood.
These pipes basically scrape at every turn. See, you can see the scrapes.
Okay, you have to check the transmission fluid with the engine running and the transmission in park. So let's see if we got enough now. Okay, we got enough. The truck is completely full of all our belongings. Plus, we got about 7,000 pounds hooked up to the hitch. So this poor old truck with its 2 blown head gaskets has got to pull. It's got to pull all that up the hill.
Good news.
This truck got so overheated that this ECU fried and wasn't shifting the transmission properly. I tore apart the transmission a couple times trying to find the problem. Okay, we're at the Quick Trip. We just filled up with gas. I just reset the fuel suck meter and the trip meter. So let's see what kind of gas mileage this thing gets. Acceleration does. We're at dead stop. As we accelerate, let's see how much fuel we're burning. Okay, now we're going 30 miles an hour. Look at the fuel meter. It's gonna be, this thing burns fuel, let me tell you what. And let's see here, we've got a mile and we've burned a 1/5 of a gallon. So, well, I mean, that's just during acceleration. So we'll check back in. Okay, here we are flying down Grand at 55 miles an hour. Can't go above about 57 or the trailer Trailer starts swaying back there. The wife's back there behind me in the Jeep as the backup vehicle in case this thing blows up. Here we got 1.7 gallons at 13.7 miles. So it's not too bad. Okay, we're climbing probably the steepest hill of the drive. And let's just see how the mileage is doing here with the gas. We're climbing this hill at about 50. Probably got to slow down. Winding up that V10. And we're going 45 miles an hour. Wonder if these head gaskets are gonna make it. So, went up the hill. All right, so here we are, 79.2 miles, 82 or 8.29. So not quite 10 miles a gallon, but not that far off. Maybe 9 miles a gallon. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. But I've been going 55 the whole time, and much to the pleasure of other people when the road narrows down to one lane. They love it. So I've almost been run off the road by 2 semis who were mad at me. Okay. Look at the engine brake on the old girl. So she's in tow haul mode, and I see what she does is if you tap the brakes, each time you tap the brake, she'll shift another gear down. And she's doing her best to maintain like 55. I'm having to drag the brakes just a little bit. But I've got this trailer with 6,000 pounds on it, or 7,000 pounds probably, including the trailer, pushing me down the hill. So I've got to drag the brakes a little bit, but what I do is I let off of them and then I drag them again. Now it's got massive brakes, but my trailer is loaded a little too tail heavy. I don't have any, probably only have 200 pounds of tongue weight, which is not enough, I know. And so above about 55, she gets rowdy, a little rowdy. And ironically, as you slow down, it gets worse because there's no stabilizing force. So I'm having to just keep her under control, because if you get too far out of control, you're not bringing her back. You're gonna spill all these pipes on the highway. It's gonna be real bad. So we're just gonna slow her down, just go 50 miles an hour. It's fine. It takes an extra hour to get there. It's not a big deal. These people think it's a big deal, but I don't think so. Alright, so you may notice that one of these tires looks a little different than the other one. This one has suddenly changed sizes on me for unknown reasons. So this is a 2021, and I think this was a 2019. Trailer tires are awful. Bias ply trailer tires are awful. They seem to de-shred for no reason at all. And like an idiot, I don't have a spare. It is not the first time I've had a blowout on this trailer before, but I was able to limp it to Costco last time. And now I've got to drive basically 150 miles round trip in order to put a tire on this rim. So it's a great time.
Try to use the jack stand to get that off.
Jack stand?
Or not the jack stand, the Jeep jack.
The jack out of the Jeep, because like an idiot, I also didn't bring a jack. I just keep punishing myself. I guess we could put a block of wood under here to lift that one up. Try that again. I don't have a block of wood.
Okay.
So, okay.
All right.
Okay, but I do bring my tool set anytime I'm on the road with these old cars. So let's break all these free. This is the original impact wrench. It's where you jump up and down on it. Never carry a spare, because like a spare on a wheel from Amazon is like $100. Don't do that. Set yourself back 3 hours instead. 4 hours. I also wonder why the nipple's sticking out on this axle. Doesn't normally do that. It's very erect.
It's excited about the whole thing.
It's very aroused.
Oh, a net.
Oh, but where's the jack? Is it here? No, it's not.
Well, it's somewhere in there. It's right there. Take it out.
Oh, there it is. Glad that your truck at least have the jack. The U-Hauls don't come with jacks. Don't have a spare for that either. I have these trailer tires. Anytime they get over like 4 years old, they just blow out for no reason at all. Trust me, it's like, they love it. In my lifetime, I've probably had a dozen blowouts. I'm getting tired of them, really. They're overrated.
Of tires?
Yeah, I've had like dozens of blowouts.
Okay.
Have you ever had one?
No, I'm just checking, making sure.
Oh yeah, tires. Yeah, I go around getting blowouts in my hair.
Oh, I wasn't meaning that either.
Thinking, might have to go.
You probably had plenty of blowouts when you were a baby.
In my pants, you mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather change one of those right now than this. I'd be here for probably. Because I'm jacking that angle. Feels weird.
No.
It does. Feel binding and stuff. Let me look under there. Not put my head under there. It feels like this little jacket is not really meant for this much weight.
No. I don't think so.
I guess worst case, I can just unbolt it here, buy a jack on the way back. And then I can have 100 jacks.
Yeah. How many are you up to now?
I got probably 7 jacks, 6 jacks.
Is it all because of blowouts?
Hang on. I just wish these bad trailer tires didn't blow out.
I wish
all the time.
I wish we brought a jack. I wish we brought a spare. Wish trailer tires didn't blow out.
Oh,
What?
jack bending. The handle, see it?
Oh my gosh.
Ah. Hang on. Let's straighten this out. It's fine. Look at that.
The tire is so much prettier now.
Oh, I love it.
It's like a flower.
Like a what?
Like a flower.
Blown out flower. Yeah, the next town is Wiki Up. They're not gonna have any tires. It's a waste of time to go around asking. Because you're gonna go in there, you're gonna ask somebody, and they're gonna go, hang on, let me go check. And you're gonna be out 30 minutes and he's only got anything.
Yeah.
I already know that. And then even if they had tires, what are the odds they have this tire? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then what are the odds it's not 10 years old itself?
Yeah.
What's good about this tire is it's got carrying handles.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it wrapped around the axle.
Oh, good.
Locked it up. Let me see if I can get that off first. That could be a deal breaker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. This is the part of the tire. You don't want this part to come off. Yeah, it's completely wrapped around my axle. Where's that crowbar at?
It's right. It was right there.
Head chopping level. Probably got wrapped around this way. trailer off my jack. I don't like when the tire goes around the axle. Look how much tread was still on this tire. It's only like 6 years old. Look at that. Tires are still in good shape. You could sell it. Oh, yeah. Try not to get sliced by these cords.
Yeah.
Here, we'll just walk up it.
You got it.
Now we'll throw that in the road because I've hit plenty of those. I guess that's what you're supposed to do with them. Let me jack this up a little bit more. I want to know if the jack is going to break. I want it to break now so we can go buy another one. But if we don't need to buy one, I don't want to buy one.
Okay.
I know the jack will come down because I could drive forward off the jack if I need to. You know what I mean? You see that?
Yeah.
Look at it bottomed out on the trailer itself. This trailer needs to be pulled at more of a level ride then. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
All right, well, let me just see here. Look. See this grease? This is how high that axle is. So we have to go a little, probably a little higher.
All right, let's go to town.
All right, we're gonna go to town. I'll hang out with you guys later. Okay, we got the tire fixed. We're headed back to the truck. Hopefully it didn't get looted. We went to, so I called Discount Walmart. Walmart said they needed an hour and a half. I called Discount, they said they needed an hour. I saw that Big O was closing in like 20 minutes. So we took it to Big O because I knew that those guys want to go home. So they got it done in like 20 minutes, maybe 15. But while we were there, there's a gentleman there and he was talking to us. He was waiting to get his tire fixed too. And he worked as a correctional officer, but he said that what he did a lot of times with his wife, they had a business where they went to cat shows. And I said, you mean like house cats? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, people spend thousands of dollars. I was a vendor there. He was selling cat trees and stuff like that.
Cat accessories.
Cat accessories. And he was telling me a story about how he was driving away from one of those one day, and he had a blowout on his van. And his first thought was because he was a correctional officer that somebody tampered with his vehicle. And then he got a cop pulled over to see what was going on and asked him for his ID. And this guy and the cop got into an argument because this guy said that you're asking me for my ID, but somebody tampered with my vehicle. And that's about as far into the story as we got before my tire got fixed. So I just wanted you guys to know. I know you guys were dying to know about that. So now we're headed back. Comment down below because we don't know. Did the truck get looted? So what do you guys think? It's on the side of the highway, so we're gonna find out. Now I thought about leaving the wife behind so the truck wouldn't get looted, but then I thought she might get looted. So
Ew. This is our tire. There it is.
do you think it's as pretty as the flower-shaped one?
No.
There's the truck,
There it
but
is.
it's on that side of the road, so we gotta find the next U-turn. We'll see if the back is closed. The back is closed, so
That's good
looks like it
news.
did not get looted.
Okay, we're going warp speed towards the car. We're just gonna flip off, just roll it, leave the Jeep here.
What do you mean warp speed? You're out of your mind. Look at, oh my God. Out of control. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick, so don't film me. Okay, we got the new tire. It's called a Road Max. It's the best one. I guess this one is called a Tow Master. We should start a channel called Tow Master.
Well, now you're insulting this tire. How do you think that's gonna work out?
Oh, it knows. Okay. Well, it looks like they didn't balance this tire. Did you see it go into a heavy spot?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Turns out you did jack it up high enough.
You did jack it up. I don't think we saved any time by doing. Maybe if I do shoulders.
We're trying all techniques. Have you tried yelling at it?
Ah, idiot. I forgot that at the end it's gonna like try to think about that, the momentum. You're all happy. She's mad at me because I didn't have a spare.
Oh, look at that. It happened again. The momentum and everything.
I knew it was coming though. This time.
Like, but did you know that a flat could be coming after 8 blowouts in prior times?
I've
That
had
you
like 12 blowouts.
see, I have had 0 trailers before you, but
Most people,
you've had a lot of trailer experience
I think most people carry spares.
for someone not carrying a spare.
Watch how quick I can crank it down though.
Okay.
And crank it down right on YouTube. I won't say allow that to work.
You're scratching my jack.
Hey,
Cool.
figured out what's going on with this nipple sticking out. Part of my grease cap is gone. Wonder if it was that pothole that busted the tire.
Are you sure it was there before?
Yeah,
Okay.
look at the other one. Show them the difference between the two.
I think I did previously. But I was just
See
wondering.
how that one has a housing?
Yeah. You're a grease cap. Okay.
Look at it, tighten up.
Here at Wally World,
We made it.
we sort of made it. Not there yet.
Yeah. So
Like-
we gotta.
Still quite a ways away,
So
actually.
we're worried about dirt getting in these because see, they're supposed to look like that, and
One
so
of us is.
what I've got to figure out is, let me grab a rag. What I got to figure out is Walmart sells Easy Lube greasers. Just got to figure out how to get these off because there's still part of it on there.
I like how sweaty your back gets.
Oh yeah, there's something going on with the AC, the air diverter selector thing. When you select dash, but you give it gas, it goes somewhere else, not the floor. I don't know
It
where
goes away.
It goes away. So there's some kind of vacuum leak problem with the air actuator or selector or something. So I've got to figure out how to fix that. So here's our axle nut, and the Zerk is in the axle itself. So we may have to just get some kind of dust cap that will go around here.
Okay, let me see your paper.
Okay, so I made a grease smudge to figure out what size the axle was because I forgot a measuring tape, but I did mark this part with a marker. That looks pretty close, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's the outside edge to that mark. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
So these
you
will
don't
work.
even need-
And look at, these have their own Zerk, so it's going to be a Zerk behind a Zerk. I don't know if this is the right move. Okay, so those dust caps, these axles are called Easy Lube axles. Now they also make Easy Lube caps. You don't want to mix them. So what we got here is I just need dust caps with rubber plugs that go on the end, like these had, for this. Now, if you buy them locally, it's $16 a cap. Buy them on Amazon, it's like $9 for 4. So I want to do Amazon. So here's what we're gonna do. I felt one of these axles, not this one, but the one that had the blown out tire, felt pretty dry. So I had to go buy my 1,000th grease gun from Harbor Freight here. Now, here's a dirty little secret about Harbor Freight you guys should know about is if you give them your number when you check out, is they'll never send you the 25% no exceptions coupon because they figure you're coming in anyways. Ironically, they give the best coupons to their worst customers. So if you really want to make a big purchase like a generator, air compressor, something like that, don't give them your number for like 6 months. Use a different card. So just a little tip there. Yeah, because I didn't want to pay $16 for each dust cap, I just grabbed a roll of duct tape. We're gonna just tape her up for now. Now, another thing I'm becoming suspicious of is I might have slightly overloaded this trailer. I'm gonna show you how much axle travel I've got left. That's 3/8 of an inch. So you see there's not a lot of space for the axle to move. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that might be part of my issue here. So let's go ahead and grease these so we don't lose a hub and have a whole wheel fall out off. I might have squeezed the grease out with the extra heat and stuff.
I just saw a guy dangling from the window of that bus.
That looks like a dangle bus. If you can
Now he's
grab-
walking towards us, so.
Now I like the pistol grip grease guns, but they didn't have the cheap ones, and I've got so many grease guns that this is really just an emergency one. The other thing we picked up was I grabbed the red grease for $2 more,
Okay.
and it's meant for the higher temperatures. So I think we're getting higher temperatures here. Now these don't have brakes on them, but because we overloaded the trailer, let's just help it out. Let me get up and get stuff. Babe, like, who else is going to take you on these kind of dates? You know, to the best parts of town at late at night.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, who else is going to get our truck and trailer stuck in a wash in the middle of the night?
oh my God, don't say that. Now I don't think we're going to do that because I've got the tractor and the Jeep, so we can take the Jeep to go get the tractor. Tractor should be able to pull the truck. Now, and trailer, would that make it a tractor trailer?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, have you ever been with a trucker before?
What?
If I try, if it becomes a tractor trailer, then I'm a truck driver.
Don't you be about it. At his favorite store.
I love Harbor Freight. I was even happy when we had that blown out tire in the truck. It smelled like Harbor Freight. Okay, we've got grease coming out.
Okay.
You excited?
No.
Okay. Let's clean this tip.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's open this up.
Got
Go.
KFC in the
Jeep.
Jeep ready to go for anyone that is a little bit bored by the trailer. Just think about chicken.
Oh man, a lot of grease going in there. Okay, there's some coming out. So let's fill this up with grease. Okay, with an even coat of grease, I don't think dirt's going to be able to get in there. Just long enough for me to get a dust cap. So let's clean our nipple.
This is the bad one.
It's the bad one. Now it's the best one.
Punish it. Oh man.
If you guys don't subscribe, I'm going to grease you with this grease gun. Just like this wheel is getting it for its punishment. Oh yeah, that was dry as a bone. I don't know how, I just greased it. Alright, if you don't subscribe, this is going to happen to you. I'll show you. I'm going to do this.
You better not.
You're going to be sad. Okay, we're on our home stretch now. And I'm pretty impressed with the gas mileage on this, actually. Well, let me show you. 178 miles. And 18.6 gallons. So if we were getting 10 miles per gallon, that would be 186 miles. We're not that short, 178.
Oh my gosh, is it gonna make it? It did it! Yay! We're gonna get you tuna right now.
Let's go.
We did it.
Hey, it did not care about the wash at all.
Come on, baby.
What I did was, as I went across the bottom, I picked up speed. Truck ran great.
So we never changed the key to the bottom lock, so we don't actually have it. Now Mr. Herb-O-Matic has to pick the lock. If he hasn't already broken it.
You twisted it pretty hard, just
Yeah,
trying
he
to
was-
brute force it. Oh, just the duct tape fell in the dirt, so
That's
it won't
good.
ever stick to anything again. I got lucky in I pick locks as a hobby, and I happen to have the bucket of locks in the picks right near the back. Shout out to Locksmithing Lawyer and Bosnian Bill. I think Bosnian Bill's retired. We made it through the wash though.
I know.
That's the good news. So our work with the tractor really helped out. So this is called raking, where we're just kind of randomly hitting combinations. We're hoping for the best. Okay, we'll reset and try again. Because you can easily overset. There we go. Oh, I picked it in the locked direction. I told you a 50% chance of that. Sometimes you can go quickly enough. Not this time. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so it was a light scratch that got it open. So we'll go with a light scratch. There we go. Okay. So we're in
Thanks.
the house. Buster followed us in the house. This is the first time he's done this. He wants tuna. Let's give him some tuna.
You want a little tuna treat? You okay?
Buster, you okay? You're okay, baby?
I'm trying to hurry, Busty.
He just ran in that closet to see what that was about.
Come here.
We went to Phoenix to grab our stuff with the box truck, and we left him a bunch of cereal, but he's not happy with that. He wants his tuna. That's his first time coming in the house. Tuna will drive him to come in the house. All right, well, we're gonna have some fried chicken. Wife picked up fried chicken from KFC. We're gonna eat, and our super thanks friends got paid for this. Bought us some beers, and we wasted it on this twisted pretzel beer. It is weird. This beer is weird, but it's beer. So we're having our home cooked meal, and one thing we noticed is that Buster is very comfortable in the house. He's been avoiding it, but now that he's in it, he's very comfortable. He's only been in the house for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and he's super comfortable. But he's you can see the wild in his eyes. And he bites just a little bit when you try to feed him.
What a baby.
Would you like a little bit of more chicken?
You just got like 8 birds in here.
He's trying not to bite me, but he's kind of biting. What are you doing?
You need some poodle finger encouragement?
He does the shaky tail, and I worry he's going to pee on something, but he hasn't done it yet. So this is where we keep finding the mice, Buster.
What do you think, Sir Consultant?
Well, this is what he's been doing, guys. He's made himself completely at home. He's been wandering around. And I've gone outside to get the baggage. He followed me out, and then he just came back in on his own. So it might become some kind of indoor-outdoor hybrid. We'll see how it goes. But he can't be peeing on stuff. And then the other thing is that he loves being outside.